Welcome in. How are you doing today? This is your reading for May. Happy birthday. It is Taurus season. Happy. Yay! All right, let's see where we're going. In the extended, I will go deeper into your astrology. There's a lot going on. And as I'm doing this reading right now, it is the full moon in Scorpio, which is in direct opposition to Taurus. And the themes of that can show up as risk versus security. And if you kind of look at it, you can't have security without some risk. You're going to have to get out of your parents' house eventually and get out into the world. And you cannot have risk without some security, right? If you don't have anything to jump from, if you don't have anything built to jump from, it's very hard to even take a risk, right? And everything becomes just like a little bit of victim mentality. So Taurus, you are a builder and you decide how to invest your time and energy based on your values more than any other sign. And let's see what's up for you for the month of May. Woo! If you want an individual reading, check out my readers on Soulful Revolution. There's a link below if you want to get a private reading. Go the distance, determined. Very nice. Orphan, that's Scorpio energy. That's endings. And time to go. Check you out. I am really feeling very strongly, and I was preparing for this looking at the astrological transits and how they might impact you. The more you're becoming yourself, or the more you're taking a risk to be empowered to be yourself, the more you're going to see what needs to go. And the more that you could fall into this kind of victim archetype, but I'm asking you, I'm inviting you to see how that might empower you. So like when something scares you, it's like, go right at it. Like in the scary movies, go right at it. 15 seconds of insane courage is all it takes to really shift your life. Some of you, there'll be a lot of energy around your career, around how you are out in the world as opposed to how you are at home. There's something about getting out of comfort zones that have become stagnant. So it's fine. Comfort zones are comfortable and nice and cushy and warm and loving and all of that. But when there's like the energy of like, oof, this doesn't even feel good to me anymore, I just know it's safe, then that can flip upside down on you. So let's see what wants to come out in the reading. Happy birthday to Taurus. Let's see what wants to come out in the reading. Oh, look at this. I'm shuffling the entire deck upside down. Oh, that's interesting. Turn your world around. Yeah. Okay, let's see where we're going here. 2 of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. 10 of Pentacles. Something that has become stagnant. Look at that. 4 of Pentacles, dealing with a Virgo. Queen of Swords, seeing the future. Seeing the future. Some of you are, let's see, the 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and then the Magician. Okay, I can't help myself. This is the Wheel of Fortune. So this can be a very fated and destined time for you, Taurus, that it's time to look to the future. The thing you have built so far, it's like a cycle has come to an end. I feel like that full moon eclipse in Aries, because this is really about self-empowerment and about how you are expressing yourself in the world with this Queen of Swords. It's sort of like, since that April 8th experience, there might have been some wisdom that shined through, or some kind of recognition that like, well, okay, this is safe, but it's also not growing. It's just looping around and looping around and looping around. So you can, I feel like you're changing a lot right now. Things are presenting themselves that may require you to have a little courage to step into them and manifest something new. Could have a Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo in your life. This is about manifesting from a place of conscious awareness instead of from a place of default, right? Your default mode is like home and hearth and being in a very stable environment. That is your default setting from the factory. But what's this is saying is kind of like speaking your truth is going to become more important, and that may change some things, because if you haven't been speaking your truth, then all of a sudden you do speak your truth. Everybody around you is going to go, I didn't know that. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to a few of you right now, that you can assume that people do know how you feel, because, or how you are experiencing the current state of affairs, because everybody feels like this is right and this is wrong. Very black and white thinking, like this is the right way to live and this is the wrong way to live. And if you've had that kind of experience, or that was your upbringing, then right now you're kind of going, well, individually, what do I want? What's important to me? And then that is absolutely connecting you to your guidance. If you have spent a lot of time kind of spinning in ways to keep things the same, or keep things, everything's just got to be even, no bumps, all of that. If you've been spending a lot of time doing that, then what happens is a lot of upheaval can really take you by surprise and really catch you unawares. And so the more you try to keep it even Steven, the more upheaval can happen. So this is kind of like, instead, like in mogul skiing, when you use your knees as kind of like shock absorbers, if you were to be rigid going over those moguls, you would be wiped out in like no time at all. So this is kind of asking you to, when you start communicating your truth, I feel like the truth is bubbling up inside you, like, okay, like, am I supposed to not be happy here? Because I just feel like this is too stuck. And it's like, ooh, did I say that? Oh my God, did I say that? So let's look at the reading. The things that are in the underbelly here of the deck that I just pulled are what's going on in the spiritual sense, or in the unconscious sense even. It can be bubbling up to you that you might not be super happy in the current situation you're in. So Four of Swords, oh my goodness, look at Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. Let's see where we go. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. This is also, there's definitely some, we have Mercury, which is, Mercury is this magician energy. Mercury in your chart is in Aries. It's conjuncting Chiron in May. I'll talk more about that later, but it's sort of like Chiron is our wounded healer. So here we are wounded. We could be wounded by the ending of something, or the fact that something is ending right now and you've known it for a long time that it needed to end, but it still hurts. Okay. It still hurts. And so this is really about, okay, well, what do I want to do next? Let's not waste our time trying to reclaim the past. Let's look to the future. That's what the Queen of Swords is doing. Okay. Queen of Swords is saying, all right, I'm taking all the wisdom I can from this situation. The cycle has completed, because I've seen that I'm not growing, and I want to grow. I want to move forward. So there's either a person coming in who's a King of Wands, or you're becoming the King of Wands, which is about taking bold action. Aries, we've had a ton of things in Aries, and that eclipse was in Aries. Okay. King of Pentacles, the Chariot, a Cancer or a Virgo that you're dealing with. Six of Pentacles. It's possible, okay, this might just be for a small number of you. Some of you are dealing with a partner who is communicating with another person. This person is sort of feeding two people. Okay, so that can be the feeling of betrayal up here. Some of you could be going toward another person because you feel betrayed by your spouse or your business partner or something, a best friend, feeling betrayed that way. Five of Swords, Emperor, more Aries, and the Four of Wands. Okay. This is really critical to the reading. This Queen of Swords with this Eight of Wands. This is about straight up. Be straight up. Speak your truth. Don't, because this is like, Five of Swords is passive aggression. It's manipulation. It's not speaking directly. and it's about ego. It's like, I want to save face in this situation, so I am going to be as manipulative as I can, but I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it as like, I got to do what I got to do to protect um the kind of identity I've created in the world. Okay, I've got to do what I've got to do. And some of you may be protecting the identity or the reputation of your partner. Like, at all costs, I'm gonna make sure that everybody sees my partner as awesome, even though they're doing something that feels like a betrayal. So there can be that going on. Why is the Ten of Swords here? Tower. Remember what I just said about the Tower? Tower, Hanged Man, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Two aces here. So this is about seeing a betrayal or an upheaval or an ending as an opportunity. See it as something really positive, because it is. It is, you are correct that this is stuck or stagnant. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. This can be a betrayal from some kind of long-term situation that has maybe even made you sick. Maybe this is like a terrible job situation, but because it provided well, the Ten of Pentacles, because it suited my identity of who I think I am in the world. But they betrayed me, like they promoted somebody else over me, or they are getting rid of my division, getting rid of my area, and so I'm going to have to take action into the world, something like that. There's a big feeling of betrayal here that needs your attention. Okay, so rightly or wrongly, could be a love partner betraying you, could be, but the betrayal, what is happening here is you're being asked to look at it as an opportunity. It's something that is absolutely going to bring you better things. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. New beginnings, new creative beginnings, new financial beginnings. So this person that you're dealing with, the Six of Pentacles, Star, Death, Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. This has been a long time coming. This person has wanted to end this situation for a long time. It is going to be healing for both of you to do this. It's definitely going to be healing for you both to do this. The Death card, Scorpio. Remember what I said to you? We're in the energy of the full moon in Scorpio right now. And so it can come faster than you think. There can be some kind of quickening of this closure, which maybe leads you to feel defensive or angry about it or something like that. But this has been a long time coming. Seven of Pentacles, even 7 years, 6-7 years that this has been, you've kind of known this. So this inner knowing, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, stagnant work, Two of Swords, King of Cups. You could also be dealing with a partner who has the same problem, stagnant work, not going well for them. Their skill set is being sort of phased out or something like that, or they don't have enough AI savvy or internet savvy or technology savvy or something like that. This is just about being very stubborn. Okay, so you might, okay, all due respect, there's some stubbornness here. I mean, look at the cards. Four of Cups, she's got her arms crossed. The Two of Swords, I'm not taking it in. I'm just, one step every single day. Very diligent, very Virgo-esque. So this person, you could be dealing with someone who's a Virgo, who is just like step by step by step, but they're not really embracing this energy of the King of Wands, like really doing something bold in order to save the connection or save the job or anything like that. I just get the sense of feeling there's an archetypal identity here of victim mode, victim mentality that can really block your intuition. If you are, it's sort of like, I had a friend who had breast cancer and it became her identity that it was not something that happened to her like a car accident or something like that where she had a bigger identity. It was just one piece of it. It became her whole identity, and that had a tragic end. The disease returned, and she was, sort of welcoming it, embracing it, even in some of the things she was talking about to me. And I was like, ugh, it made me feel like, there's so much more to you than this one piece of your life, and all of that. But that was her lesson to learn. It was something that was very important to learn for her. And she did, because we did have that conversation later, before she passed away. But this Five of Swords makes me feel like there's some kind of defensiveness, and the Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. What, if anything, can you do right now, please? Like, what's the path here? The World, Seven of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. The path for you right now is to fully embrace your own happiness and joy. Fully embrace the you. It's almost like going back to being a child and trying to remember what made you so joyful and happy as a child. And, you can do this in secret. The Seven of Swords is kind of like, all right, I am closing up this connection or this life. So in my private hours, I'm going to really pay attention to what nurtures me, what helps me, what gives me solace and faith and safety and security, but also risk. What risks do I need to take? And some of these risks are about supporting the you as a fully sovereign person in the world, and not being like attached at the hip to a job title or to a marriage or anything like that. It's like you're going to have to create a fully sovereign you. Okay, so let's go into the astrology. I'm going to talk about that in the extended. We'll look at what you don't see coming, and we'll get the next 30 days so you can kind of see what's showing up in May. All right, link is below for you, Taurus. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.